Force yourself to believe in yourself and become unstoppable. Introduction: the two versions of you. Right now, as you read these words, two versions of you exist simultaneously. The first version is the one living your current life, accepting your current limitations, making excuses for why you can't have what you want, telling yourself that someday things will be different. The second version is the person you could become, a relentless, a relentless, a relentless, unstoppable force that already exists within you. Yes, you could be a relentless, unstoppable force that already exists within you, quietly waiting to be set free. The gap between these two versions, the gap between these two versions, the gap between these two versions isn't talent, isn't talent, luck, or the circumstances life handed you. It's belief, specifically its self-belief, the single most powerful force that separates those who achieve extraordinary things from those who quietly settle for ordinary ones. And here's the truth that changes everything. Believe it's believe belief isn't something you you are born with. Believes belief belief isn't something you are born with or without. Belief isn't something you're born with or without. Belief isn't something you're born with, something you're born with or without. It's something you can force yourself to develop. Belief is something you can force yourself to develop systematically and deliberately. Starting today, this guide will teach you. This guide will teach. This guide will teach you. This guide will teach you how to rewire your brain for unshakable self-belief. You'll discover the exact psychological psychological techniques psychological used by the most successful people in the world to crush self-doubt, build unstoppable confidence, and program their minds for inevitable success. By the time by the time you crash, by the time you reach, by the time you reach the final chapter, by the time you reach the final chapter, you won't just believe in yourself a little more. You'll know with absolute certainty that you are unstoppable. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Belief Cage. Why your mind keeps you small. Your biggest enemy isn't the economy, your competition, or the difficult circumstances life has thrown at you. Your biggest enemy is the voice inside your biggest enemy is the voice inside your head. Your biggest enemy is the voice inside your head that whispers you're not good enough, not smart enough, not capable enough to create the life you want. And here's the uncomfortable truth you need to hear. And here's the uncomfortable truth you need to hear right now. That voice isn't telling you the truth, it's telling you a story. That story has been quietly running in the background of your mind, quietly running in the background of your mind for years, maybe decades. It was reading It was written during the most impressional chapters. It was written during the most impressional chapters of your life when your brain was like impressionable chapters of your life when your brain was like with cement, absorbing, absorbing every moment, every circumstance, absorbing every comment, every criticism, every moment of failure, absorbing every comment, absorbing every comment, every criticism, every moment of failure or rejection, and hardening around those experiences as if they were eternal facts. Maybe a teacher once told you that you weren't smart. Maybe your parents, with the best of intentions, with the best of intention, suggested you, suggested you were too sensitive, or or too unrealistic, or too ambitious for your own good. Maybe you tried something important and fell short, and your brain trying to protect you from that pain, Pro- protect protect you from that pain ever happening, decided the safest strategy decided the safest strategy was simply to believe you was simply to believe you didn't have what it takes. Every single limitation you currently believe about yourself is nothing more than a mental program. is not more than a mental program running silently in the background of your mind. These programs were these programs were installed these programs were installed when you were young, and they've been reinforced by repetition ever since. But here's the thing that will set you free. None of these limitations are real. None of these limitations are real. They live only in your mind. They live only in your mind. And what exists only in your mind can be changed. Think about this for a moment. Think about this for a moment. Right now, at this very instant, there are people in the world who are less educated than you, who started with worse circumstances than you, who have fewer resources and connections than you, and they and yet they and yet they are achieving things you only dream about, and yet they are achieving things you only dream about. What separates them from you isn't ability. What separates them what separates what separates them from you isn't ability. It's the story they believe about themselves. Your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what's real. Your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what's real. Your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's vividly imagined. It's it simply it simply accepts it simply accepts as absolute truth. It simply accepts as absolute truth. It accepts up it accept it up it accepts it accepts as absolute truth whatever you constantly feed it. It accepts as absolute truth whatever you constantly feed it. If you constantly tell yourself you are not good enough, your subconscious will if you constantly tell yourself you are not good enough, your subconscious will doubtfully find evidence. If you if you constantly tell yourself you are not good enough, your subconscious will dutifully find evidence. 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 It will dutifully find evidence to support. It will dutifully find evidence to support that belief. It dutifully find evidence to support that belief. It dutifully find evidence to, to support that belief. It dutifully find evidence to support that belief everywhere you look. It will makes it will make it will make you it will make you notice every fi- it will make you notice every failure while filtering out every success while filtering out every success, every failure while filtering out every success. It will make you hesitate the moment an opportunity appears. It will make you hesitate the moment an opportunity appears. It will make you hesitate the moment an opportunity appears. It will it will quietly sabotage your effort to ensure it will quietly sabotage your effort to ensure that that your outer world your outer world. It will efforts to ensure that your outer world perfectly match perfectly match your inner programming. This is this is this is precisely this is precisely why positive thinking alone it's precisely why positive thinking alone doesn't work. This is precisely why positive thinking alone doesn't work. You can repeat uplifting affirmations all morning while your subconscious mind keeping while your subconscious mind keeps running the same. You can you can repeat uplifting affirmations all morning while your subconscious mind keeps running the same. Your sub your subconscious mind keeps running the same old software of limitation and fear underneath. It like trying to drive forward with a handbrake fully engaged. You'll inch along shore, you'll inch along shore. It trying to drive forward with handbrake fully with handbrake fully engaged. You'll inch along shore. It's like trying to drive forward with a handbrake fully engaged. You will inch, you'll inch along shore, but but you'll never reach, but you will never reach, but you'll never reach the speed you are capable, but you'll never reach the speed you are capable of until you release the brake completely. The first step toward becoming unstoppable is recognizing, truly recognizing. The first step is recognizing, truly recognizing that every single belief you have about your limitations, a belief you have about your limitation is a choice. You didn't choose these beliefs consciously. They were installed without your permission. They were installed without your permission. They were installed without your permission, often by people who meant well, often by people who meant well, often by people who meant well, but were operating from their own limitations. But you can, but you can choose, but you can choose to change them deliberately. But you can choose to change them deliberately and consciously. Starting right now, the moment you realize that your beliefs are not facts, the moment you realize that your beliefs are not facts, the moment you realize that your beliefs are not facts, they are simply thoughts, they are simply thoughts you rehearsed so many times. They simply thoughts you rehearsed so many times they feel true. You begin to reclaim your power. You begin you begin to reclaim your power. You begin to reclaim you begin to reclaim your power. Most people live their entire lives trapped in a cage. They trapped in a cage. They trapped in a cage built entirely from their own thoughts. They never stop to question whether the bars are real. They simply accept them as permanent walls and and spend their lives and spend their entire lives and they spend the entire lives gathering more evidence prove prove the cage exists. They try to gather more evidence to prove the cage exists. But you are not most people. You are here because some part of you already knows. You already knows. You are you already know the cage isn't real. The walls are made of thoughts. The walls are made of thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. The lock on the door is fear. The lock on the door is fear, and fear can be conquered. The key to your freedom is the recognition that you have the absolute power. The key is you have the absolute power to choose what you believe about yourself. And the moment you choose to believe you are unstoppable, and the moment you choose to uh, and the moment you choose to believe you are unstoppable, you are unstoppable, The transformation begins. When you believe you are unstoppable, the transformation begins. Changing deep, changing deeply, changing deeply rooted, changing, changing deeply rooted beliefs won't be easy. Changing deeply rooted beliefs won't be easy. Your mind will resist. It will aspire all the familiar reasons why you should stay small, stay safe, stay exactly where you are. But here's something, but here's something worth understanding deeply. But here's something worth understanding deeply. That resistance isn't evidence that change is impossible. Resistance isn't evidence that change is impossible. It's evidence that change is already happening. It's evidence that change is already happening. The stronger the resistance, the more significant the transformations taking place. The stronger the resistance, the more significant, the more significant the transformation taking place. The transformation taking place beneath the surface. The transformation taking place beneath the surface. Your current belief were your current beliefs were your current beliefs were formed through repetition and emotional intensity. Your your beliefs were formed through repetitions and emotional intensity. To change them, you use the exact same process in reverse. To change them, you use the exact same process in reverse, repeatedly exposing your mind to new beliefs about yourself, attaching attaching strong beliefs, attaching strong positive emotions, attaching attaching strong positive emotions to those new beliefs until they become more real to your subconscious, attaching strong positive emotions to those new beliefs until they become more real to your subconscious mind, attaching those new beliefs until they become more real to your subconscious than the old limitations ever were. This this isn't about lying to yourself. This isn't about lying to yourself. This isn't about pretending to be something you are not. This is about recognizing a deeper truth about your potential. A truth that your limiting belief, a truth that your limiting beliefs, a truth that your limiting beliefs have been hiding from you, have been hiding from you all along. This is a belief have been hiding from your. It's a hiding belief have been hiding from you all along. Deep beneath all the programming and conditioning, you already know you are capable of extraordinary things. You've always known it. You can feel it stirring within you right now. The time has come to stop living as a prisoner of your own mind. The time has come to stop living as a prisoner of your own mind.